if I knew that this was gonna be the outcome, like, I would have never done something like this, but you don't know when you're in the moment. Like, it was so, like, I just felt so stupid.
Hold up. Y'all need to hear this because Rihanna just got exposed for making some big moves behind the scenes. The word is that she made a deal with Anna Wintour and her partner A$AP Rocky, who's now part of the Met Gala committee. The plan? To totally ban the Kardashians from the 2025 Met Gala. The Kardashians were furious when they heard about it, especially since they've been trying to work things out with Rihanna to figure out why she's so set on putting them in their place. Kendall in particular is not happy about this at all. According to sources, she's the one who's the most upset, and she's blaming Rihanna for still being bitter over Kendall hooking up with A$AP Rocky. Yep, Kendall even accused Rihanna of being jealous of her, which I know sounds crazy and a little far-fetched, but it starts to make sense when you hear the full story of their ongoing feud. It all started back in 2012 when Rihanna supposedly told Kendall to herself after Kendall jokingly said she'd be upset if Rihanna didn't perform Complicated at her concert. It was clearly just a joke, and Kendall was fangirling, but Rihanna didn't take it that way and fired back at the then 16-year-old with a pretty sharp response. Well, don't come. People called out Rihanna for this, but little did they know, it was only the start of their messy history. Fast forward to 2015, and Rihanna came after Kendall again. This time, it was over the Victoria's Secret fashion show. Kendall allegedly pulled some strings to get her friend, British model Jordan Dunn, kicked out so she could take her spot. Once Rihanna found out that her friend was replaced by Kendall, she canceled her performance, and Jordan was the one to expose it, saying that Rihanna had her back. Jordan took to Twitter and posted, "Feeling so much better about not doing BS. Sorry, I mean Rihanna wasn't done with Kendall yet." She threw more shade at her when Kendall and her family used their connections to help Kendall win the Fashion Icon of the Decade award at New York Fashion Week, beating Rihanna. While Rihanna didn't publicly comment on this at the time, it was clear she wasn't pleased. She made her feelings known when she ran into Kendall at the 2018 Met Gala. According to a source who spoke with Star magazine, Rihanna took a jab at Kendall, seemingly body-shaming her. Rihanna reportedly said, "Good thing I have the curves to pull this outfit off. I would hate to be a stick figure." The source also mentioned that Rihanna stared at Kendall after making the comment, laughed in her face, and then walked away. Classic Rihanna. But Rihanna didn't stop there. At the 2022 Fashion Week, both she and A$AP Rocky were spotted making disgusted faces while Kendall was walking the runway. Rihanna's unimpressed look was hard to miss, and she didn't even try to hide it. This was just the latest in a long line of subtle and not so subtle digs Rihanna's taken at Kendall.
People think that Rihanna and A$AP Rocky are throwing shade at Kendall Jenner, and here's why. At the last show that Kendall Jenner walked at, Rihanna and A$AP Rocky were in the crowd. People noticed they looked like this when Kendall Jenner walked by. Notice Rihanna's face. So when people caught wind of that, the Twitter memes began. People said Rihanna's face during Kendall Jenner's walk. Riri said, "I know y'all lying." This was Rihanna's face while Kendall Jenner walked the runway. Also, on a side note, if you don't remember, back in 2016, Kendall Jenner and A$AP Rocky were in some type of a relationship. So maybe it's a little jealousy, maybe there's some bad blood, or maybe it's a total coincidence.
What made this shade even more interesting is the history between A$AP Rocky and Kendall. Before A$AP started dating Rihanna and became the father of her child, he was involved with Kendall. They were spotted together frequently in 2016, spending time in places like Paris, New York, Miami, and Los Angeles. They were all over each other at the 2017 Coachella Festival, with multiple sources confirming they were together the entire night. But the real confirmation came when Kim Kardashian posted a Snapchat video of Kylie Jenner bending over to take a photo of Kendall and A$AP Rocky making out. Around this time, A$AP Rocky and Rihanna were close friends, and word is that Rihanna wanted their relationship to evolve into something more. However, he was reportedly more focused on Kendall, which made Rihanna even more upset. Adding to the drama, Kendall had reportedly been involved with Chris Brown at one point. As many of us know, Rihanna had a tumultuous history with Chris, including his infamous attack on her, which almost cost her her life. So, Rihanna took Kendall's relationship with Chris as a way of getting back at her for all the shade. And naturally, she wasn't pleased. Rihanna's frustration didn't stop there. She allegedly went so far as to purposely exclude Kendall from walking in her Savage X Fenty fashion show, even though she had allowed other models like Gigi and Bella Hadid to strut the runway multiple times. On top of that, close sources to Rihanna claim that another reason she can't stand Kendall and her family is because she believes they're culture vultures. Rihanna reportedly feels that the Kardashian-Jenner family has built their empire by appropriating Black culture. This view was echoed in a viral TikTok video by a Hispanic woman who called out Kendall for being a culture vulture. The video exposed Kendall's brand, accusing her of creating a whitewashed version of tequila and slapping her name on it despite having no knowledge of tequila's true production or cultural significance. The criticism painted Kendall as someone who is benefiting from a culture she wasn't connected to.
Listen, a broken record, but if you're gonna appropriate a culture and steal and profit off of Mexican farmers and make millions of dollars, the least you can do is learn how to pronounce the tequilas correctly. Blanca, Reposado, Añejo. What the fuck is Añejo? It's Añejo, puñetas. Añejo. Read.
It certainly seems like Rihanna is not backing down from her feelings about Kendall and the Kardashians. If the rumors are true, Rihanna using her influence through A$AP Rocky's new position on the Met Gala board could be a strategic move to get back at them. Given the long history of drama between Rihanna and Kendall, especially with the tension stemming from their past interactions and A$AP's romantic history with Kendall, it seems plausible that Rihanna might want to limit the Kardashians' access to such a prestigious event like the Met Gala. However, as with all gossip, it's important to take things with a grain of salt, especially when the information comes from anonymous sources. Some people argue that Rihanna is too busy to care about the Kardashians, or that the source could be exaggerating, possibly just to stir the pot. The Kardashian family is known for making headlines and keeping people talking, so it's possible they are simply fueling the rumor mill for attention, just like they've done with others before. Let's touch base with Executive Coordinator Darren Johnson to get a sense of what's been going on. Whether Rihanna is still holding a grudge against Kendall, or if she's playing the game to get her own back, one thing is for sure: the drama surrounding these two celebrities has only gotten more interesting. It seems like there's always something going on in their world, and this latest rumor adds yet another layer to the ongoing saga. What do you think? Do you believe Rihanna is trying to orchestrate this move, or is it just another example of media speculation?